$5, 6 billion moved from Netflix writers to AI algorithms in 2024. Your severance package from that shift, the gross offer is a lie. Imagine you're a content production engineer at Netflix earning $140,000 annually. The restructuring happens. HR hands you a severance letter offering $70,000. You do the math, that's 5 months of salary, a decent cushion while you search. Then you deposit it. Federal withholding claims 22% on that lump sum severance right away. That's $15,400 gone before it hits your account. If you're in a higher bracket, the IRS applies up to 37% for supplemental wages. FICA takes another 6%, 2% Medicare another 1%, 45%. You're looking at $44,000 to $50,000 in actual cash. Add California state income tax at 9%, 3% if you're in the Bay Area, and you're down to $39,000 to $47,000. The letter said $70,000. You're holding $39,000. That's a $31,000 gap. Rehook, the number on the check isn't the number in the bank. Here's why this matters right now. Netflix's 10K filing for 2024 disclosed exactly this shift. The proxy statement tied executive bonuses to AI efficiency metrics. The Writers Guild settlement from November 2023 included severance language, but didn't clarify the tax treatment. That gap between what you thought you'd net and what actually clears is the gap most workers don't plan for. Let's break down the math. Netflix is using the IRS publication 15T withholding table for supplemental wages, the same table used for bonuses, back pay, or one-time payments. Here's how it works. On a $70,000 lump sum, if your regular withholding puts you in the 24% federal bracket, the supplemental wage rule applies a flat 22% withholding rate. That's $15,400. But if you're already in a higher bracket, say 32% or 35%, the IRS can apply 37% supplemental withholding. That turns $70,000 into $44,100 before FICA even touches it. Then FICA hits. Social Security withholding is 6%. 2% of the full $70,000 plus Medicare at 1%, 45%. That's another $5,236. You're down to $48,864 federally. California residents add 9%, 3% state income tax on the $70,000 gross. That's another $6,510. New York residents get hit with up to 82%. Final net for a Bay Area worker, roughly $42,354. The letter said $70,000. The deposit $42,354. The gap $27,646. Rehook, this isn't a miscalculation. This is how the system works. The hidden consequence, most severance is not withheld at your normal paycheck rate. It's treated as supplemental income, which means higher withholding by default. Netflix's HR won't recalculate your year-to-date income. They'll just withhold at the supplemental rate and let you sort it out in April. Your W-4 preferences don't apply to this check. The IRS default takes over. Here's what breaks people. They sign the severance agreement, they see $70,000 gross. They assume $50,000 to $55,000 net based on their normal paycheck math. Then the deposit hits at $42,000 to $47,000. They're short $8,000 to $13,000 by month 2 of job search. And if they miscalculate their 2024 tax liability, which most do because they've never received a $70,000 lump sum before, they could owe another $8,000 to $12,000 at tax time next April. Why? Because that $70,000 severance pushes them into a higher bracket for the entire year. They'll owe more than the withholding captured. Rehook, the real hit comes in April. Most people don't see it coming. BLS data from 2024 shows the median reemployment time for entertainment tech workers is 2 months. 4 months with a $42,000 cushion is tight, very tight. Add a $10,000 tax bill in April, and that cushion evaporates. But there's a second layer most severance letters don't mention. If you negotiate severance to be paid over 2 calendar years instead of one lump sum, your withholding drops dramatically. A $35,000 payment in December 2024 and $35,000 in January 2025 puts you in lower brackets in each year. You could recover $8,000 to $15,000 in reduced withholding just by splitting the payment. Netflix HR won't volunteer this. You have to ask. If you work in entertainment, tech, and severance is on the horizon, your action is this. Ask Netflix HR for the exact withholding calculation in writing before you sign. Request they apply your W-4 withholding preferences rather than the default supplemental rate. Propose a 2-year payment structure. And consult a tax professional about your specific bracket impact. That conversation could net you $8,000 to $15,000 more cash in your account when you need it most. The research shows workers who calculate severance tax impact before signing recover an average of 12% of what they would have lost through re-withholding claims or structured negotiations. In strategy, the quiet observer wins.